There's 40 minutes on the clock. We will be playing 40-minute countdown halves. They are not doing, I don't know if you guys could hear over the PA, but they are not going to do the national anthem due to a technical difficulty. So we will get right underway. We just got done with player introductions. Let's take a look at the Carthage lineup today, Coach Lewis. They have a very solid middle. As you can see, they're going to run a 4-4-2, and they really work on controlling the middle of the field in that 4-4-2. They're very strong up the middle. Here's a little bio of their returning players. They did graduate 12 players from last year's district runner-up team, but Carthage has a strong stockpile, and they have some serious strength coming back for them. Wheel, their junior forward, is maybe Coach Osborne said maybe the best player to come through their program. Just really talented, led the team last year in goals. Let's get to the live action because we are getting ready to start. All right, we're underway. Carthage is going to work to possess the ball early. Jace with a nice steal. Ethan stays in front, takes it off the chest. A big throw-in. And I think they're going to call a push in the back on number 9. That is Silas for Carthage. So Liam's going to earn the free kick there. Braden will take most of our free kicks for us.
Looks like we're going to have to watch the quick restart. We were almost caught off guard there.
Yeah, it's good to remember that on a throw-in, there's no offside, so you can't just play the offside line. If they're gonna try to throw it over the top of us, we got to be ready for that. Carthage sending it in. Ben Thomas does a nice job stepping up to gather the ball, and he's going to let everyone get back to reset.
Ben is going to have to do that today. They already showed that they're going to be using the width of the field quite a bit, and when they get that ball behind, he's going to have to step up and close off the gap between the defense and the goalie.
Braden sends it high for Bo. Bo's going to give chase. Carthage has numbers back. Bo's going to hustle all the way back. Goalie can't use his hands as it was sent back to him. Bo's going to pressure him. Nice job trying to create a bad pass. Carthage is able to keep it in. Nice hustle over there to the line by number 16. That's going to be offsides on Carthage. We are playing a high line. Coach Yount likes to run that high line defense to force those offside positions. It does allow a lot of back. You really put some pressure on the goalie, like you were saying, Coach, to be able to cover that space. So we'll be looking for Ben to be playing. What do you think? What do you think the correct spot for him is in this when they're at the 50? Where should he be?
He probably needs to be out at least the 15, if not the 20, at this point, because right now there's 40 to almost 50 yards between the defensive line. So putting a through ball that they can run onto without being offsides is a definite threat.
Yeah, there's something about playing on the football field with the end zone that kind of makes you feel like you're too far out when you're out of the end zone, but you really got to trust the soccer lines and just get out there. I would like to see him, like you said, out of the box.
Yeah, he needs to be right now at this position where we have the ball at the 50. He should be at the top of the arc there on the 18 right now.
Michael does a nice job getting position and winning the ball in the midfield. Carthage steals it back. Now it's loose. Good job by Michael possessing it. Sends it down for Jace. Bo and Jace are both going to give chase. Hudson steps in. A lot of room in the midfield. Carthage sends it forward. They're onside. Derek does a nice job covering middle as Liam goes to the ball. Ben gets over. He's got to control it, and he does. That action happens so quick with that high line. If they get behind the line, there's a lot of room to run. Bo tries to head it over to Corbin. Corbin's got a little room. He's trying to squeeze through. He gets into the box. They're going to call a foul there. I believe it's outside the box, though.
I think it was just outside the box.
That will be a good position for a free kick still. Carthage Heights earning their second free kick of the game.
Yeah, about 2 feet.
Nice job by Corbin working through that space. Just weaseled through those two defenders and got to the ball to get position to earn that foul.
It is that kind of tenacity that creates opportunities on the offensive third.
Michael with a shot into the line. He follows.
And that's a great opportunity for us right there. That follow up on the bounce.
Yeah, love to see him following the ball there to get a chance.
And we get a corner out of it.
Is Braden going to take the corner? Braden's on the corner. We really like to send this deep to Michael to try for headers on these corners. Ball's in there. The ball's loose.
Looks like
and they're going to just knock it out of bounds.
We're going to get another corner.
All right, I'm going to try to track corners tonight so we know where we're at. Youngberg has his first corner kick, and now he's going to get his second. And Michael has a shot on goal early on. Actually, just a shot, not a shot on goal.
Should note that both of the goals that we've scored this year have come off free kicks, either a corner kick or a penalty kick.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, and hopefully this change-up in the formation kind of helps us in the open field game. That's what Coach is hoping for. Ball goes out of bounds to Carthage. Hudson over the ball, gets a little push in the back. Ethan's there. Carthage keeps it in. There's a lot of space in the middle. Hudson, nice. Oh, Zach tries to get it back to Hudson, but Carthage comes up for the steal. Zach, a little heavy on the touch there. Ethan's able to get it out of bounds. That'll be a Carthage throw-in. Carthage Heights is committing the defense back. You know, even while Carthage had the ball, Carthage Heights was in good position. They didn't really have a spot to move.
Bo is playing in a better position than what I've seen in the past. Typically, when the other team is attacking, our forwards are hanging out with their defenders. He's hanging out a few feet in front of them, which is a much better position, much more likely to get to the ball if it comes out like it is right now.
Absolutely, yes. That 5 yards makes a difference between Bo winning that ball and being off it.
Exactly.
Nice job leaving it for Jace up ahead. Jason's got a little room to run. And that's a hard tackle. And they're going to say that's off of Carthage Heights. So throw into Carthage. We are 8 minutes into this game. It is 0-0.
That's a nice touch there.
Hudson tries to send it over.
There's a little bit of positioning here on the defense that Ethan is keeping everybody on side. He should be up even with his sweeper, Liam, at this point.
Now, the offside at the 50 would apply to this, though, right, Coach?
Right. At this point, he's got to stay there. Now, as Liam moves up, he's got to stay at the 50.
Yeah.
But he is in the right position on the field. Even though he's left midfield, he's pulled to the center so he can get to a ball quickly.
Coach, my understanding was that the ref is now a dead ball. That just hit the ref. Is that not the rule in high school?
It was not when I was coaching. I am not confident of what that rule is right now. As when I was coaching, if it hit the ref, he was part of the field.
All right, ball up to Bo. Corbin's able to
Another
overlap.
nice run. And we're doing something that I haven't seen so far this year, and that is making runs from behind the ball, which is a very effective tool offensively. And we haven't really done that up to this point. But we've done it a couple times already today.
Yeah, I'm really liking this formation a lot better than what we were doing the last two games. It just feels like we're being put in better positions. Oh, they're going to give us an offside again there. Let's see if we can look back at that on instant replay. We're being put in better positions. And you can see he was offside. Back to live action. We get a free kick for Braden. Braden sends it in. Good header by Carthage into free space. There's a lot of space in the middle for them to operate. Good patience. Oh, nice job by Ethan getting the back header.
Back of the head.
Hudson comes over to step in. Leaves some room for Corbin. Corbin goes to the middle. You know, Bo's open there, but maybe Corbin can be a little more patient with that because Bo wasn't really in position to receive that ball.
Right. Bo, if we were going to go there, Bo needed to check back towards him and decrease the space for the pass.
Yes, that's something our forwards need to do a better job of. The last couple of games, they would leak out when the ball would come to them instead of holding, and that's where that overlap comes in. If your line will hold, then you can create that 1-2 overlap.
Yeah. And when you get those runs from behind the ball, because the runner from behind the ball has the momentum, it's very difficult for the defense to match that from a standing position.
We are 11 minutes in. The score is 0-0. So far, Coach, I'm really liking what College Heights is showing.
Yes, I've been very pleased with it.
Carthage, a lot of room in the middle again.
One thing is, Corbin is used to being playing forward. He's got to get back just a little bit more.
I'm trying to fiddle with this adjustment. I can't tell if I'm getting too slanted on the turn, but I'm trying to give you guys a good view of the camera here. Unfortunately, my connection doesn't seem to be quite as good as we had in Monette. But the screen looks quite a bit better so far. It'd be interesting to see how it looks on the live feed.
Carthage has a strength in their keeper. They're clearly confident in passing him the ball. So instead of playing with 10 and 1, they're playing with 11.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference for them.
Yeah, and Bo's not afraid to challenge that keeper if he gets the ball sent to him. So we'll see if we can't steal one off of a bad play by the keeper. Corbin working to get position on the ball. Uses his body well there. Looks for Bo through the middle again. Carthage is able to clear wide. Zach comes up to pressure. He's going to stay in position. Off of Braden. Braden likes to bite his jersey for some reason. I'm not sure if that's a stress reliever or what.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Okay, so Bennett and Steven are checking into the game for Corbin and Jace. Corbin was playing center mid, and I believe that's what Bennett is checking into. Steven's going to play the right wing. Carthage with a throw in. Ethan's going to work to control that ball. Carthage steps in and gets a deflection, so that'll be a throw in for College Heights.
There's plenty of room on the other side of the field if we can get a quick switch field. Carthage is doing a great job of compressing it. They've got all 10 of their players within a 30 by 20 grid, and so trying to pass and move within that grid is very difficult.
Yeah, that was one of Coach Jan's points of emphasis last game is to try to get the ball switched. We haven't seemed to be able to accomplish that. We're pretty eager to make the short pass, but maybe just a little more patience over the ball allows us to see that switch pass.
Which Carthage just utilized very well.
Ethan's going to get in front. Carthage sends it into the box. They try for a header, but it's just a little too high. Carthage just keeps it in bounds. Stephen playing position.
Ooh.
Hudson steps in. Shot on goal, and that's a goal for Carthage. That's how quick it can happen.
Yeah, they were in great position right on the
Let's take a look
edge
back
of
at
18.
it real quick, Coach. Shot on goal, and that's a goal for... Got a little bit too far there. Back up a little bit. Stephen playing position.
Ooh.
Hudson steps in. Shot on goal, and that's a goal for Carthage. Okay, back to live. Let me get our feet up here. 1-0 is now the score. Carthage over College Heights. Coach, what were you saying?
Well, we left a guy open there on the top of the 18. We didn't get to him in time, and then when we did get to him, it was a jump and turn the back defense, and so those aren't things that are going to shut down a good shooter.
Right.
And so we gotta do better with that.
We are 15 minutes into the first half, 25 minutes left on the first half clock. The score is 1-0, Carthage over College Heights. Carthage has some space on the wing. Derek McMillan does a nice job getting back into position. Carthage takes a shot high of the goal, and that is a goal kick for College Heights.
And the kid that took that shot was their left defender. He'd made a run all the way down the left side to take that shot.
Oh, wow. Ball in the middle of the field.
You
Carthage
see?
wins.
He's making another run.
Yeah, I like that. I like that 4 back for that reason. Is that especially when you have just one striker as an opponent, those outside fullbacks get a chance to play upfield a lot.
Yes.
Carthage possessing the ball. This can be very frustrating for a defense as basically getting a rondo against you. But College Heights does a nice job with the steal. Bennett's got some room. Does a nice header. He's looking for an angle. Sends it forward. Michael working over the ball. Carthage with some space. Ethan in good position. Steps in. Big space in the middle. Derek's able to deflect it. Carthage still on it, though. At about the 25 and take a shot. Deflected. Still in possession of Carthage at the top of the box. Liam does a nice job stepping in to deflect. Trying to get that ball cleared. Hudson clears it with his left.
At this point, we need to be running out quickly to compress the field and get some of these kids off sides. But right now, we're a little too compact.
Yeah, Coach, that was one of the problems in our last game is that our midfield and our striker would be so far apart. Our connected lines, I think, is one of our issues. We talked about that early on, that Bo was doing a nice job. It seems like he's kind of drifted back to that midfield.
I would say the same thing, yes. He's moved further forward, and now the connection isn't there. He's really hanging out with their last defender, which, if we can get a over-the-top ball or a through ball, is an effective strategy. The problem is we've relied on that strategy all in all the games that we've played, and we haven't changed it up very much. And
Yeah. Okay, we have a couple subs coming in. Ben Schumacher is coming in as the midfielder, and I believe Ian checked in. I'm trying to find out where Ian is. He is, it looks like left wing.
yeah, yep. Ben did a good job dropping the ball down. He's just got to. He gets bumped off the ball a little bit too much. He's got to be stronger when they come to bump him.
Get a little lower center of gravity.
Yep. He's got to know that they're going to do it and be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he brought it down nicely off his chest to his feet, and that's where
Liam with a good tackle.
That's where your right back allowed somebody to get in behind him, and then they cut the pass between the two, and that's dangerous.
Ian steps over, gets a touch on the ball. Looks like it went off Carthage. That'll be a throw-in for College Heights. Ian's going to do the throw-in. Bennett's trying to get it down, wins it down to Corbin. Oh, I didn't see Corbin. Did Corbin?
Yeah, he just came back in.
Okay, Corbin checked back in. Who did he check in for? Did he check in for Hudson? Looks like it.
Looks like he did, yes.
Okay, so Corbin is back in the middle. I think maybe Ben Schumacher is in a defensive mid position. Carthage possessing the ball in a little rondo.
That last forward ball that we sent was a good example of what we're talking about. Bo was even with the defenders, and so if the pass forward had gone 20 more yards, we'd have had something. But because of the distance that it went, he was between two defenders. They're running towards the ball.
Yeah.
It's their advantage.
Ball to the middle of the field. Corbin tries to win it with his chest, but misses. Carthage is able to possess and send it wide. That looks like it may go out of bounds. He's hustling for it. He's able to keep it in. Steven getting back. Ben Thomas is trying to get her. He flicks it out with his right hand. Ben clears high into the air. Ben Schumacher does. Corbin trying to possess the ball. Nice touch by Corbin. Looking to make a turn.
Yep. Corbin's got a nice quick touch with the foot that deceives a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because he's so long, it doesn't look like he would be able to do that.
Carthage has some space. Liam with the tackle.
He's,
Ethan clears the ball. That was dangerous. Ben Thomas had come over to retrieve that ball. The goal was open, but Ethan was there to clear it. Carthage is able to keep it in bounds, but sends it back, unable to possess. Carthage receives in the middle with back facing the goal. Good patience by Carthage, looking to make some keeping space while moving the ball.
another example of moving up the field before we got the ball.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. So if we're going to stay connected to be able to get those opportunities, we do all that work and then it's just right back into the defensive side.
Yeah, right.
Bennett steps into challenge, but Carthage gets through.
Ben
Thomas comes up for the ball, uses his feet off of Carthage. Good read by him, reading that spin.
Yes.
Keeps it in, but I believe that will be a throw-in for College Heights. And we're going to have some subs. We've got 3 subs coming into the game. That's Adam Stanton, Braden Youngbrist checking back in, and Jace Edwards is checking back in. Let's see who's coming off. Bennett's coming off. Coach, I only saw one come off. There must be someone else.
There's somebody going.
Steven checked off, and Corbin came off again, it looks like.
Yeah.
Michael is going to work that middle of the field. Bo's got to get over.
At this point, it's hard to determine who our stopper is. And that's been, the first part of the game, we were doing really well in the midfield. The last couple of minutes, it's been difficult to see who is playing in front of Liam. And so they've been able to go there and distribute the balls out wide.
Yeah, and I don't know who that was. Braden is that position as the starter, and he just checked back in. I think we had a little confusion on whose role that was, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he is taking it now.
Ben Thomas with a big throw into Ian. Ian with a hard touch. And Carthage takes advantage. They have some room on the wing looking to make a cross. Ethan steps in and does a nice job, but that's going to turn into a corner kick.
The corner kicks are dangerous for any team.
We have 17 minutes left in the first half. Carthage with their first corner, I believe, of the night. Carthage has the ball from the 25. And I'm trying to not use the football yardage markers as my reference point. That top of the box is the 18-yard box, even though it's the 8 on the football field. That's going to be a goal kick for College Heights. Noah Haley's checking into the game up top for Bo. Ben tried to win in the midfield, got pushed in the back, but that's again, Coach. He's got to be a little stronger.
Yeah, you got to play a little more physical. You got to know that they're going to do it every time.
Yeah,
that's just the way it's played, and so you got to be ready for it.
Noah comes over to challenge. Jace comes up. Ben with a header. Michael clears. Noah's going to give chase, but he's got numbers against him. The goalie's coming out of the box. If Noah can hustle up there, he might get a chance. The goalie's able to get it on this corner of the box.
Just barely. But that's the right direction to put it. If you put it straight down the middle, it makes it easy on the keeper.
Yeah. Yeah, that gave the keeper a question. What do I do? Do I go out and get that ball or not? And it's always nice if you have a little bit of energy to run that down. Ethan with a quick throw into Ian. Ian tries to get it up to Michael. Noah's there in the middle. Yeah. Noah tries to give it right back to Michael. But Carthage is there to defend. Braden with the heel kick.
And Michael's got it.
Michael's got some room. See if he can be patient up here. Michael's really good on the ball. Carthage changing the field pretty quickly. Liam does a nice job getting position and out of bounds College Heights with the throw-in. Ben controls the ball down and gets it forward to Adam.
It's a nice pass.
That looked like it could have been something. Carthage did a nice job stepping up.
Yep.
Noah's going to come up and challenge. That's the hopeless job of the single striker, is just chasing out there on the defensive or on the offensive side.
Yeah, the best thing a single striker can do is just keep it on one side of the field as best he can.
Ben Schumacher's there to maintain position. I'd like to see him give that guy a little body while he's...
Yep.
And that's going to be offside. The AR has the flag up, and the ref is going to grant that offside call. College Heights will get a free kick. That, I believe, is the third offsides for Carthage.
It is. Although that one was a little bit better on Carthage's part in that he ran horizontal before he ran vertical, but it was still a little bit offsides. You get a little bit of momentum running horizontally while you're still on sides and then turn it vertical. You already have that momentum, but you're on sides until you do it, but he did it a little too early.
Yeah, it's tough when your forwards just are standing still. It's pretty hard to...
Very difficult. If your forwards are standing still, they need to be receiving it to their back with their back to the goal.
Good send, and Ben Thomas is going to have to step up and clears it away with his right hand. Ian's going to try to keep it in. Good job getting it out to the sideline for a throw-in instead of a corner. Throw-in again for Carthage. There's 13 minutes left in the first half. Carthage is leading 1-0. Carthage is throwing it in on the right side. Adams looking to maintain position. Derek steps up at the top of the box and pushes Carthage back. Good job. He's able to step up and kick it away. We've got an unmarked player right at the top of the box.
Yep. That's really what they're looking to do.
Ben possesses in the middle, looking for a pass, sends it outside to Michael. Just couldn't. Michael is going to try to run it down.
Yep. Ooh, it's very
And
close.
they are calling that out of bounds. Yeah, Ben's countdown clock was going, and he just felt like he had to release that. Maybe if he could have just put that a little more on target, we had a little change of the field there. Jace clears it forward. Carthage does a nice job bringing it down with his chest. Number 15. Receive and turn into the middle. A lot of open space. Looks for the through ball. It gets deflected by Derek, by Braden, but gets through. Ethan's able to step up. Shot on goal, and it's deflected.
Those are scary.
Coach, from my angle, I thought that deflected into the goal.
Yeah, those are scary.
I believe that is a goal kick. No, they're going to say that's a corner.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's Carth's second corner of the game. We had some early fouls from Carthage, but I don't think there's been a foul in the last several minutes. Good header, or good corner to the box, almost a header for Carthage, just a little bit too high. That's, I don't think, that was a throw-in, yeah. That went out the sideline. That's going to be a throw-in for Carthage. What is going on? I'm pretty sure the ref was signaling throw-in, but they did take a corner. He had two hands over his head signaling a throw-in. Okay, are we getting ready to make some subs? Yeah, we have a whole lot of subs coming in.
4 of them coming on.
Ian, Michael, Ben, and Noah are going to check off, and we're going to get several of our starters. All 4 of these players coming back on are starters. We have 10 minutes left in the first half. The score is 1-0 Carthage. Good patience by Carthage, just seeing that there wasn't anything, circling back and getting it to his back to reset. And that gives him the opportunity to make a run here. Sorry, getting lazy with the camera, and I think I missed that play, but we're back on it. Shot on goal. Liam deflects. And that's going to be a corner kick for Carthage. That's their 4th corner of the game. The last one they took on the left side of the field, they just did a quick tap into their teammate. This one they're going to send into the box. Nobody's there to get a foot on it.
It's out. It's out.
And a throw in for College Heights. All right, let's see if we can regroup. We have our starting 11. Adam wasn't on the starting group, but we have 10 of our starters on the field, so we're back to our main group. Let's see if we can, now that they have their second wind, get a little bit more of a possession. I know we're not going to be a strong attacking team with the one striker, but I would like to see a little bit more time on the ball for our players. Carthage sends it in with the left, all the way across the box. Zach's there, but the Carthage player is able to head it out, and Zach will get a throw-in. Throw into the middle of the field. A lot of room for Carthage player to receive and turn. Switch in the field. Good structure by Carthage. Into the box. Their striker gets a touch on it but can't do anything with it. Ben Thompson is able to come up. Looks like he's going to try to switch the field to Jace. Jace is asking for it. Ben's going to punt it up. Good header by Carthage. Hudson's able to get a foot on it. Adams over the ball. College Heights is content to have that ball up there in the midfield. They don't need to pressure that. They're just trying to maintain position. Ball sent into the box, deflected by Liam. Ben's going to get over it. Ben Thomas underhand throws it over to Jace, but just takes it too high of a bounce for Jace to control. Carthage gets the corner. Derek's working to get position and does. Carthage drops the ball to the left side, and they're going to work it all the way back to their fullback. Looking to switch the field. All the way over to their right fullback. Looking for space. Zach steps up to guard. And they're able to send it wide. Braden is in position. A lot of space there. Sends it in. Ben Thomas is able to get that. Yeah, so they're doing a nice job moving the ball. And as we challenge, they're just patiently moving it to the next guy.
Yep. Every time they put it to their outside wing, they have a defender overlapping into the outside. In fact, even off the field.
Hudson has the ball in the middle of the field. Carthage comes up and challenges. Braden steps up. Is able to deflect it but can't control. Carthage making a few subs. There's 6 minutes left in the first half. The score is still 1-0. Hudson's able to clear the ball up the field, but goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Carthage. Jace with a good header to the middle of the field. Corbin's able to get it down. Corbin chests it again. He's got some room. He sends it forward to Zach. Zach's in the box. He can't keep his feet, though, and Carthage is able to gain possession. Nice little triangle there to move the ball up the field. Hudson tries to step in. Braden's getting back. A good through ball by Carthage. He's got some room. Ben Thomas is one-on-one. Liam with a good tackle at the top of the box, and Carthage can't get a solid kick. Ben Thomas is able to come up and gather the ball and quickly get it back out to Jace.
Yeah, it was good work by both Liam and Ben on that one.
That was a clinic by Carthage on moving the ball upfield.
Yeah, perfectly paced through ball.
Adam working for position. They're going to let him play physical in the middle of the field, and Adam's not afraid to play a physical game. Ben Thomas, Ethan's back. Ben's got to decide what to do there. He's able to step up and win that ball. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. We are still 1-0. Jace looks to go wide, but Carthage is able to step up. Goes out of bounds for a throw-in for Jace. Jace looking for a quick throw-in, but we are looking to sub. Michael's going to come back in the game for Adam. Good to see Adam get some quality minutes this first half. Off College Heights, throw-in for Carthage. Hudson working over the ball. I'd like to see him just leave that for Jace. He won position, give it to Jace, let Jace do his thing rather than trying to make a turn there. It's too hard. There's not enough room for him to make that turn.
Yeah, we need to play the way we're facing just a little bit more.
Carthage on the left side. Hudson went in for an aggressive tackle to get the ball out of bounds. Liam with an aggressive challenge on with a header. It leaves Carthage open, though. Wow, what a shot by Carthage for the goal.
Right off the post.
Let's take a look back at that play. It leaves Carthage open, though. Wow, what a shot by Carthage. Back for the clever left foot back for the goal off the far post. Okay, that makes the score 2-0 Carthage. There's 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. College Heights will restart the clock with their kickoff. That's the thing, Coach. The game of soccer, it's just the goals happen so quick.
Yes.
It's like you feel like you're right in the right position. One thing happens, and all of a sudden it's a goal.
Yeah, what Carthage is doing very well right now is making angled runs, and we're not adjusting to that defensively very well. We're making straight runs, and they're making angled runs, and therefore they're getting behind us. So,
Another shot on goal, deflection for the goal.
Very well. We're making straight runs, and they're making angled runs, and therefore their soccer games are scored within 2 minutes of another goal.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, they
There's
come in
another
bunches.
example right there.
Yep. Okay, the score is now 3-0. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the first half clock. We were just 5 minutes away from optimistically talking about a first half where we were able to keep Carthage to 1 goal.
Yeah.
And they just pounded in 2 just like that.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes hurt us.
Michael's able to win the ball in the midfield. See if he can make a pass. He looks for the pass, but Carthage is able to deflect. Coach John's really been stressing to these boys to keep the ball on the ground to make passes. Try to make those connections and then find a through ball rather than just sending it in for a Hail Mary. Liam's going to step all the way up to win that ball at the 40.
That's the kind of run that we're going to need to make a difference. We're not going to do it every time, but when there's an opportunity, we need to make that run.
Good possession by Carthage. Able to win that ball. Derek with a good challenge and gets wrapped.
Yep.
Probably should have been a foul there.
Yeah, that should have been a foul.
Derek steps in and is able to challenge again. Good job by Derek getting back and not complaining and letting that become something more than it was. Corbin tries to get over the ball but can't maintain it, and it'll be a throw in for Carthage. There's 1 minute left on the first half clock. Carthage leading 3-0.
Ben's doing a great job in the goal, but he's still leaving way too much space between the defense and the keeper.
Yeah, that's
and I think Carthage has started to realize it, and they're starting to capitalize on it.
Yeah, your high line has to turn into a high position for the goalie also.
Yeah.
Carthage over the ball, looking to send it wide. Possessing on the sideline. A nice move to get to the corner. Ethan's over there to challenge and is able to deflect it out of bounds for a throw-in. Running clock, there's 20 seconds left. Carthage over the ball, takes a shot. Oh, that was dangerous. A deflection by Liam, I believe, and it put it right at the top of the box. That's going to let the first half run to a close. And halftime, 3-0 Carthage. All right, they're going to put 10 minutes on the clock for our halftime.
And just a reminder, concessions are open, located at the south end of the stadium. We got your regular burgers and hot dogs, but we also have some tamales.
Coach, my frame rate is really low. I'm hoping that the signal is coming through okay. We were closer to 1 megabyte or megabit last game, and we're at 100 kilobits this game. We are now at halftime. The clock is running. We are about 10 minutes of halftime. Coach, reflections on the first half.
The first 10 to 15 minutes of the game, maybe even a little bit longer than that, I thought we played exceptionally well. They are a stronger team than we are, and we matched them very well the first 15, 20 minutes of the game. But then things started to break down a little bit, like the point where we made, well, where's the stopper? There was nobody in front of Liam, and they took advantage of that. And then late in the game, they saw how much space there was between the defense and the keeper, and we're able to capitalize on that as well. It's going to be difficult in the second half because, as I was talking about in the first, before the game even started, the midfield's kind of like a hill, and they were playing downhill.
Yeah.
80% of the game. Playing downhill is a lot easier. That meant our defense and midfield was playing uphill 80% of the game. So they're going to be worn out. It's a lot easier to pass and move than to have to run and move. And we were having to run and move because they possessed the ball so well. And as I said, we're playing downhill most of that, at least the second half of that first half, the second part of that first half.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that, those 2 goals can be attributed to Carthage moving the ball so well on us that we just didn't have the legs left.
Yep. Yeah, you can already see it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the defense has been challenged, and so they're not quite as sharp as they were at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have to get mentally tougher because as the game goes on, it's just going to be harder and harder physically to match their passing. One of the great strengths of the team is our speed. We have pretty good speed across the board, and that's made up in a lot of games. Made up a lot of little errors here and there, but we're able to make it up with speed. But as the game goes on, that speed decreases as you get tired,
Yeah.
And so therefore those weaknesses are exposed a little bit more.
Yeah, as I'm reflecting on the first half, I believe I made the comment that we had our starting group back in.
Yeah.
And maybe they were just a little over exuberant coming back in the game because it seemed like we got out of position.
Yeah.
Trying to be a little bit too aggressive to make some things happen. Let's take a look at last year's. I believe I have their scores. Let's see if I loaded that on here. Well, if I did have it, I don't have it anymore. Last year, Carthage smoked us.
Yes.
8-0.
Yeah.
And the boys were discouraged coming into this game, feeling like they didn't want that to happen again.
Yeah.
And, I felt like they were on a mission early. I was a little worried with some of the talk that they may come out and lay down, but
they came out. They came out strong.
Yeah, they came out really strong and going for it.
Yeah, if the half was 35 minutes, we'd all be very happy right now.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're only down 1 goal, anything can happen. 3, that's a different. That's much harder to swallow.
I don't believe we had a shot on goal from the box against Monette, and again we've maintained that this game. Lane and I were talking last game that I just wonder what Michael would look like in that striker position because he's so good at getting a shot, but
right.
From the 40 it's not too effective of a shot.
Right.
But if you can't get it to him, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's the rub right there. I had way back in 2002 and 3. I had a kid named Joe Kales, and he scored 33 goals for us his junior year.
Oh wow!
And but he played center midfield.
Yeah.
And we decided to try him at forward once, and it was a disaster because we never could get him the ball.
Right.
He's the one that created things, and then he'd pass and then attack from behind the ball, and that made a big difference.
And that's back to your earlier point. Those strikers need to be holding instead of leaking out to allow Michael to get in position a little further downfield.
Right. Well, there's a time and a place for a through ball or an over-the-top ball, but it's not every time, and that's the catch. That is our go-to, and unfortunately, we're not quite good enough yet to put that ball with the right pace at the right angle for somebody to run in on a through ball yet. We just haven't been successful with it. And so, as we did a couple of times there, an attack from behind the ball. So in other words, your striker is going to be receiving the ball with his back to the net, and then looking at his midfielders running towards him. That's an easy pass. You know, when you're passing to somebody coming right at you or at an angle near you, that's an easy pass. And that person coming up has the momentum to go through that defensive line. What I like to call the line of scrimmage was, you know, as far forward as you could get defensively or offensively without being offsides. I always call it the line of scrimmage. So when you can carry that ball with momentum from behind the line of scrimmage through the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult for the defense.
Yeah. I'd be interested to hear what the coach is addressing here at halftime.
What are they saying right now?
They did give, I think they were aware that Carthage was going to be a tough possession team, and so they did give, they got pretty deep into their bench. College Heights did. I think they subbed 6 or 7 players this first half.
Yeah. That's important. It goes back to that. Well, we know we're going to be running defensively. We got to try to keep, and even in the midfield, and we're going to have to keep some fresh legs for the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see Noah. Noah had to miss the first game of the season. My son Ben Schumacher also missed because they were both ineligible from missing.
Not having enough practices.
Not having enough practices in. So that's always such a heartbreak when you come to the first game and have to sit out. So it's nice to see Noah getting some action here in this game. And Ben was able to get eligible for the last game and was able to get some time in last game. But it's good to see so many young faces out there getting some time. And, I guess we'd be remiss not to mention that Roland Sanderson, our All-State striker from a year ago, who was a sophomore last year, moved away. And so we're trying to find our identity now without him.
Yeah, it makes distribution in the offensive third much more difficult because he had great ability to see both forwards and backwards and pass the ball. And he was a good shot too. He had a great shot, but his real strength was his passing ability and being able to see the field and where people were going to be and make everybody. A great passer makes everybody dangerous.
Right.
A great shooter, it's nice to have a great shooter, but the reality is it's better to have a great passer because a great passer can make anybody dangerous if that person's just willing to work hard enough.
Yeah, one of the reasons we committed to broadcasting the games this year is because I feel like it's so disappointing that Roland's All-State year has no video record. Because there'd be so many learning lessons.
Sure.
We can point back and say, do you see what we were doing there that allowed us to be successful with the same players that we have, and kind of help us get into those positions. So hopefully this will help us. This video replay will help us help the kids get better with each game.
Yeah. Anytime you have video of it, it helps because when you're out there, you cannot see the forest for the trees. Yeah. You can't see the whole thing. And so all you see is your little bit, and so it's hard to see, well, maybe that wasn't the right move there until you see the entire game being played and there was a guy ready to run behind me and when I was focused on the ball. And so you're not going to notice that while you're playing the game typically, but when you can see it on video, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking about that with one of my coworkers today that when I watch a game typically, I'm watching my son play.
Right.
So being up here broadcasting the game, it's a very different feeling watching the game in its entirety, oftentimes even losing where my son would be on the field.
Right, so exactly.
It's a very interesting.
Well, that's why even the professionals have coaches because, the professionals are out on the field and they just see the trees. They don't see the forest. And the guy over the sideline, that's his job is to see the forest.
Right. think I'm casting a little bit of my own shadow on the screen in this window reflection, so I'm trying to be careful about that. All right, we are going to start the second half. 40 minutes on the clock. College Heights has the ball. A quick turnover. Carthage has the ball in a dangerous spot. Liam's able to step over and clear it, but that's going to be a corner kick.
Yep. And I think we need to watch here on the corner kick where Ben. Now he's doing better starting further back in the goal. On a corner kick, typically you want to be about 2/3 of the way back where you start. But what happens, and he's close to that now. I saw in the jamboree he definitely wasn't. He was more at half. But what happens is he gets anxious, and he'll take a couple of steps forward. And so when the kick is actually taken, he's typically at half or even on strong side goal. And that's dangerous because it's much harder to run backwards than it is to run forwards.
Yeah.
So as he moves forward, that move went over his head.
And that's going to be a goal for Carthage on the header. Yeah, exactly as you diagnosed it there, Coach.
Yeah. He just gets a little too antsy and starts moving forward when he should stay back.
All right, let's see if we can take a look at that on replay.
So as he moves forward, that move went over his head.
And that's going to be We are back to live action. Score is now 4-0, Carthage. That was a quick goal to start the second half. Ball sent into the box. Carthage has it. Ben Thompson is out. There's no goalie. Good job by Ethan. Ben's going to be at the top of the goal. We had 4 guys in the goal trying to protect it and successfully did so, but that will result in a corner for Carthage. That is their 6th corner of the day. Carthage sends it into the top of the box. Braden's able to get a deflection, and Ethan's going to send it wide for a throw-in for Carthage. Ball sent high into the box. Liam's there to head it, but it's an own goal. That's a disappointing way to give up a goal, but sometimes that happens.
It does.
Take a look back at that play. Ball sent high into the box. Liam's there to head it, but it's an own goal.
Another example of 2 goals scored within 2 minutes of each other.
Yeah. All right, 5-0 Carthage. Carthage with the throw in. .37 minutes left in the second half. Derek steps up, but a high bounce. Jace is there to cover.
Defensively, we got to let them stop having baseline. They make a little move like they're going to go up top, and we take a step, and then they beat us on the baseline. So now the ball, nobody's going to be offsides because as with the cross comes, we're deep. They're deep near the baseline when the cross is coming.
All right. Ball sent into the box, and Michael's able to clear it. Haven't said his name in a few minutes. Carthage is able to send it wide, but that's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for College Heights. Oh, they called a penalty, a foul on the before the pass, I guess. So a free kick for Carthage. About 37 yards out. Coach, I think that might be the first foul for College Heights on the day.
I think that is the first foul.
And I can't say that I even saw what happened.
I did not see it either. Yeah, here it looks like maybe we've gone back to 2 forwards, but we're still having the same issue. They're dead even with the defender.
Yeah. Braden sends the goal kick wide to Jace. Jace with the right idea, but Carthage makes the steal. Coach Osborne said from Carthage that his team's strength year over year is their ability to possess the ball, and they're really showing that. We are not able to possess the ball, and they are diligently possessing the ball. Kick by Braden into the midfield. Carthage is able to win it down. Zach steps into position. Hudson steps up and challenges. Michael is running all over the field. Ball sent in. And a goal kick for College Heights. Coach, I don't know the dynamic here, but I feel like our midfielders should be all the way up at midfield on this kick. And our forwards should be further down the field, but maybe my perspective's wrong on that. Carthage takes a shot. Ben Thomas saves a ball that probably he didn't need to. That's going to cause a corner
kick. So typically, when I was coaching, if we were taking a goal kick or a goal punt, I want my forwards at the limit as to what we think they can take a kick. Okay. So in other words, they should be receiving the ball facing our own goal. And then we put our midfielders to what I call
saved by Ben Thomas
to front the trap. So in other words, we kind of create a little box in which it goes to the forward, but it ends up with the midfielder.
Right, so they're able to receive it facing the goal back to the midfield to set up the offense. Yeah,
right.
That's what I like to see also. That way it's not so much pressure on a player taking the ball out of the air into a trap and turn. Yeah. That's a very difficult thing to do.
Very difficult. And the longer the kick and the higher the kick, the more difficult.
Right.
So your goal kicks and your goal punts in particular are difficult.
Liam steps in for the challenge and gets the ball on his feet. He's trying to get some space to get it free. Leaves it for Michael. Michael sends it all the way downfield. Michael with a push in the back, and the AR is asking for a foul to be called, and the ref agrees. That's College Heights' second foul of the game. Zach steps in with a challenge, and Carthage is going to send that all the way back to the goalie. That's that position we were talking about, Coach, of the goalie being forward.
Yeah, playing with 11, not just 10. It makes a difference because you always have a safety net back there.
We were talking last game against Monette that when you're playing on this artificial turf, using the goalie is a whole lot easier than maybe on our home field of natural grass where you
never know what the bounce is going to
be. Yeah. But we do get to play a lot of games on artificial turf this year. I'd say we probably play more games on artificial turf than we play on grass. Between Carthage and Carl Junction, Webb City. Liam steps in and sends it forward to Zach, but not quite there to him.
Yeah, having turf is certainly a big change from when I was coaching. Back when I was coaching, it was rare that you played on turf. Now, the majority of your games are going to be played on turf.
Coach, how long has it been since you've been the coach at College?
I last coached in 2016.
Okay. So the change was already starting at that point.
Yes, I mean, by the time I finished, it was about half and half.
Bo tries to get over the ball. Michael sends it into Bo, but Bo can't possess it, and that's going to be a throw in for College Heights. But we are in the offensive side of the field for a change. Let's see if we can keep it down here and make a couple threats.
Right. But what we're seeing right now is we got 4 defenders back guarding 2 guys. Those 2 of these defenders need to be up with these 2 center mids
Right.
that they've got, so that they can, when the ball bounces out, they're going to get it, and then it's going to be an attack on goal on us. And now we've got 5 back. We've got to be able to move those guys up and have confidence in our defenders to be able to handle that.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach. One of the challenges I've found that we've had in practice is that we're practicing on a very small scrimmage field,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes it hard to. I feel like it makes it hard to translate positions to gameplay, and I feel like we're seeing that here. Our guys feel a little bit confused as to where they're supposed to be. Good ball sent up for Carthage. He's able to get over top, and Ethan's going to make a nice run back to get in front. Carthage to the top of the box, shot on goal! And it goes wide. That will be a goal kick for College Heights.
And I believe that guy is left-footed. I think that's the one that tapped it in off the post,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that's...
He likes his left foot.
What is his name? Silas. Silas Latham.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm not sure, but I believe he's got a... There's George Latham also. I don't know if they're brothers or not, but could rightfully assume that they are.
I would think it's highly likely.
All the way back to the goalie, and now Carthage is going to work it forward. Nice little possession there. Sends it across the field. Up to the top of the box. Shot on goal. Top of the crossbar. And still in play, and that's a goal. Another goal for Carthage. Let's take a look back at that action. Up to the top of the box, shot on goal, top of the crossbar, and still in play, and that's a goal. That makes the score 6-0. And we will restart with 28 minutes and 30 seconds left on the second half clock. Carthage leading 6-0. Offside flag up by the AR. College Heights will get a free kick about 30 yards out from the goal, I believe.
What you're starting to see now is our guys, both midfield and defense, running back on defense, and we've got. I mean, you'll say, you hear this all the time. Well, we got numbers back. We had numbers back, but we weren't manned. And so you having numbers back, but leaving guys open. Yeah, we had them outnumbered 4-2, but the guy that got the ball and took the shot was not manned, even though we had 4 guys back. And so what happens is we're so concerned about them scoring that we get guys back, but that leaves that space right above the box open for them to do whatever they want.
Yeah. Okay, Ian's checking into the game for his brother, Jace. He is playing the right midfield position. Michael throws it in. Big throw in. Carthage gets a header back to the middle of the field. Liam comes up to challenge. Oh, Steven checked in also. I think Steven just came in. Do you know, Coach?
I think he just came in.
I'm not sure.
It's hard to see sometimes over there on that sideline.
Maybe for Corbin. Looks like Corbin's out of the game. Michael with a big throw in. Ahead to, oh no, that's Corbin right there.
That's Corbin.
Ahead to Corbin, and Carthage is able to get possession. That is, the refs aren't sure. They're going to give it to College Heights. That's one of those scoreboard, let's just give it to College Heights.
Right. We'll take it.
Corbin keeps it in bounds, looking for a pass. He gets through. Good ball to Hudson. Oh, Hudson tried to control it into a shot, but got off his foot. Derek is getting all the way back, one-on-one. Good lead into the middle of the field. It's wide open. Braden works back. Shot on goal, but it's actually wide. And a goal kick for College Heights. Boy, a lot of open space there, and Carthage took advantage of it, but could not finish. Good ball into the middle of the field. Carthage is able to get possession. Good chest down and a drop, but good patient play. Hudson steps in.
That's a nice steal.
He's working to get position. Gets a tap forward for Bo to run out. Good turn and ground ball by Carthage, but a missed play. And Braden's there to send it to Michael in the middle of the field. Michael looking wide. Michael stays in the middle of the field. Michael's still on the ball. Michael's got 7 on him now. Still
has the ball.
He's all the way to the corner. And that is a corner kick for the Cougars.
He put in a lot of work right there in the last 30 seconds. A lot of work.
He did, and hopefully he can get a header goal as a reward. Braden's going to send in the corner.
Yeah.
Goalie is there to secure.
Yeah, you got to keep it further out than that.
Yeah, a little bit too tight to the goal to be a threat. Ball in the middle of the field. Hudson a little too heavy of a touch. Carthage with a nice patient play.
Yeah, we're chasing the ball just a little bit right now. But, trying to get a goal, trying to make something happen.
Ball goes wide. Derek is able to step up and get it to Ian. Ian's looking to touch and turn. Good feet by Carthage getting around. Derek puts his chest in the way. Carthage is able to settle, and they're going to work around the field. Ball in the middle. Michael's able to get a good touch on it.
That's a good ball.
This is a chance for Michael. He's going to take it all the way up. He's looking for Bo. Takes the shot on goal. Yes! It's a goal!
Woo! Well done.
We're on the board.
Well done. That all started with a poor defensive or offensive pass from Carthage that Mike was able to, snag and keep momentum going. Took it, as you saw, took it right past the defense.
Hold the middle. Michael's able to get a good touch on it.
That's a good ball.
This is a chance for Michael. He's going to take it all the way up. He's looking for Bo. Takes the shot on goal. Yes! It's a goal! All right, that is the goal, and we're back to live action. Yeah, Coach, go ahead with that analysis.
Well, what we're talking about earlier with the attack coming from behind the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what happened. He had his momentum from behind the line of scrimmage. It wasn't a ball played through that he ran onto, but rather carried the ball through the line of scrimmage to take the shot. And when you can do that, it's hard to match.
Yeah, just an errant ball by Carthage. I had actually spoke out of turn there that Carthage was going to play that back. And for some reason, he threw that to the middle of the ball.
Right to the middle.
Or to the middle of the field where nobody was, and Michael took advantage of it. Nice touch by Michael over the ball to create that run. Carthage is back in the middle of the field. Braden stepped in to challenge.
Let's see, we got many guys back, but are they on someone? That's
Ben Thomas is going to stay over the ball. Went between his legs, but he's able to crawl back and keep it out of the goal. He's going to take a big throw up to the field. Michael carries it down. Just a little bit quicker to the wing. I'd like to see Michael just play the ball in front of him. He's got a guy there. Just give it to him and let him get it back. Big ball. Ethan gets a touch, but it's a little too heavy to control. And that turns into an opportunity for Carthage. Liam gets back. All right, we have some subs getting ready to check in. Carthage throw-in. Carthage is subbing in 2, and Ben Schumacher is subbing in for College Heights for Hudson. Looked like Zach was getting ready to check in, but I guess he's not.
Yeah.
Carthage with the throw-in. There's 21 minutes left in the second half. The score is 6-1 Carthage. Carthage with some nice discipline. You know, I always tell my players, my young players, that if you can be the guy that gives the ball back to the guy that kicked it to you, you'll get the ball more because they're not afraid to give it to you.
That's right.
And that was just a nice example of that. He gave it to his back, and his back gave it right back to him for the action. Another corner kick sent in. Braden's able to clear it with the heel. Corbin is up there giving full effort. Steven challenges and gets it out of bounds with his left. Throw in for Carthage. Liam tries to clear that ball out to the sideline, and a throw in for Carthage. Steven steps in. Good job by Michael. He's got a lot of room to run this time. Yeah. Michael's going to try again. I don't know how much energy he's got in it. Michael's a cross-country runner, so he does have a lot of endurance. Ian challenging on the ball. Ben Schumacher there also. Ian
nice
keeps it in.
Nice job by Ian.
Tries to keep it down the line, but it fades out of bounds. There is a ball in play, but it is away from the action. Nice effort by Ian trying to keep that in. Heavy touch by Carthage. Braden tries to work back. I always like to look at the team on a reset to see what positions they're playing. I feel like that has a lot of value when you come to watch the video, because when the action stops, are you getting back to your spot, or are you clueless of where you're actually trying to be? You know, I like to ask my young players, where are you trying to be?
Corbin does a good job of using his body to carry the ball through defensive positions. We saw it earlier with that attempt on goal, and we just saw it there too. Very good at just using his body to carry that ball forward. Not necessarily a foot even, just the momentum of his body.
Ben Schumacher on the pressure, and just an errant pass by Carthage for a throw-in for College Heights. Zach Beatty did check in. I guess he checked in for his bow. I missed that, but I see that he was over the ball just a second ago. We have 18 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second half. Carthage is leading 6-1.
And at this point, people need to move up and shut off the next pass.
Ben with the attempted header. He's able to get it over to Ian. Ball in the middle of the field. Nice 1-2 action. Or triangle action, I should say. Ball in the middle through Liam, hits it through Ben's legs. Steven steps up to challenge. Nice heel kick by and that's an offside. Offside right at the top of the box. College Heights will get a free kick. Yeah, Carthage sure makes it look easy to possess the ball. It's much harder than they're making it look. Braden with the free kick into the middle of the field. Ben Schumacher comes over to get a touch. Zach comes back. Ian's got some room if he can control it. Ref says play on. AR is asking for an offside, but the ref's not watching. He's going to keep his flag up for a little bit. Secret I've seen is those refs will swipe that flag down to make a noise.
Make a noise, yeah.
You'd like to see the opposite side AR
Motion
getting
to
his
it.
attention.
Yeah.
But we're still early in the season. I'm sure those guys haven't worked together that much this year. Braden sends it in. Ian with a good effort over there on the sideline, but trying to keep it in with his head, and he's unable to, so it'll be a throw in for Carthage. We got a couple subs coming in the game. Bennett Thomas is coming in. Maybe, was he the only one?
I think he was the only one.
Okay. It seemed like there was a couple of guys coming off, but maybe there's just some guys behind the bench walking. Okay, so we got a 6-1 score, Carthage. 16 minutes left in the second half of this varsity matchup tonight. We will try to get a quick interview with Coach Yant after the varsity game, and then after that interview during JV warm-ups, and then we will get into the JV game, which will be a 35-minute half, or a 35-minute game. We'll play one half of a game. Bennett over the ball, looking for position. I'd like to see Bennett just give that ball back. Just drop it to the next line, and then look for it back. Corbin over the ball. Again, turn and make the pass. Corbin draws the foul. There'll be a free kick. Michael sends it deep in. Braden's making a run. Bennett gets over with a header. Just can't get enough on it. If he could have got that in the air, the goalie was maybe 10 yards out. If he could have got that in the air, could have got it over. Maybe he was only 7 yards out. Ian with a good header into the middle of the field, but nobody's there.
Example, we had too many guys back.
Yeah.
And so you didn't have anybody in midfield. They're so, they're getting back to try to stop goals, but it's exacerbating the problem by allowing them to just control it in the center, and anytime it bounces out, they're attacking again.
Yeah. Yeah, that position work, again, is that, they're practicing on a very compressed field. I know the buzzword is the short-sided games. You see a lot of those short-sided games, and it's hard to translate that into a 120-yard field.
Yeah.
Michael over the ball, makes a horizontal move, takes a shot on goal. It goes high.
Well, it was a field goal, I think.
Was that good for a field goal? That gives us 3.
That gives us 3. That helps. That helps out.
Nice patience by Carthage, just knowing where to expect their teammate. That's maybe the difference that we're seeing right now is that when they're receiving the ball, they know where their teammate will be.
And they're taking about 2 or 3 steps and passing the ball, and we're running.
Yeah.
And just eventually it just wears you out.
Ben Schumacher steps in to challenge. Big ball sent down the field. Liam's there, but he's going to be content to let that roll out of bounds for a goal kick for College Heights. We got 2 subs getting ready to check in. Bo is back in at striker. Okay, so Zach and Corbin are checking out, and Bo and Hudson are checking in. Ball sent to the middle of the field. Hudson's over it. Hudson sends it way up in the air to Bennett. I'd like to see Hudson try to control that down. Content to make the pass back, I guess, is the theme in this game of we don't always need to be advancing when we get the ball. Liam sends it way forward to Bo. Bo's going to chase it down, gets a header. The goalie's up if he can get a touch on it, but they do a nice job of clearing it.
Yeah, that defender coming in there made a big difference. If that second defender hadn't been there, the goalie would have had made a very hard choice at that point.
Yeah. Throw in for Michael. Bennett's over the ball. Bennett takes it off the face. Michael with a good tackle. Hudson wins it down and back to Ben. Ben gets it stolen. Braden's trying to keep it. Okay, they call a foul on Carthage. So that'll be a free kick for College Heights. Braden will take it. We're 40 yards out. This is a good spot to put it to the top of the box. We are stacked at the top, trying to make a run. He puts it right to the top, trying to get a header on it. Michael gets it on his feet. Carthage is able to clear. Derek steps up to do the header, but it goes over his head. And now we're in a... I'd like to see Ben step up a little bit here. Ethan's able to get back, get to the center, and that's a shot on goal for a goal.
And that's the Louis, well, I don't know, Welle. He is tough. He has such a quick move to get that opening with his right foot. He's done it a couple of times tonight.
Let's take a look back at that play. He gets the ball at the 40-yard. And now we're going to... I'd like to see Ben step up a little bit here. Ethan's able to get back, get to the center, and that's a shot on goal for a goal. That makes the score 7-1. There's 11 minutes left in the second half. College Heights will resume play with the kickoff. See right there, I'd like to see Michael drop that.
Yeah.
You know,
and I would like to see Ian, instead of leaning forward to run forward, check back.
Yeah. Corbin wins possession. Corbin makes the turn. Offsides for Carthage. A free kick for College Heights. Braden will take the free kick. A low ball up to Michael. Michael with a nice touch over to Hudson. Hudson sends it in.
That's a very nice touch right there.
Ian looking to chase. Carthage is able to get position. Ball in the middle of the field. Ben Schumacher's on an island out there. Liam steps.
Liam needs to get back into the sweeper position.
Ball sent in, and I'm not even sure. Is that Zach? Oh, that was Ben. Ben trying to control the ball, but loses it out of bounds. Ian with a header. Derek comes up, a little too heavy on the touch. Carthage uses that as an advantage. Takes it wide down the left. He's got some room, sends it into the box, gets through everybody, and will go out of bounds harmless for a goal kick. Oh, they're going to say corner.
Really? Said we deflected it somewhere.
Yep, they're calling it a deflection and a corner.
Yeah, we got lucky on that one. That one went all the way through.
Ball sent in. Ben's there, sends it wide to Ethan. Ethan forward to Corbin.
At this point, Bo needs to be checking back towards it there.
Yeah. Yeah, Bo's...
There's no way for him to get the ball to you there.
Yeah, we're playing...
There we go. A little closer.
We're playing 1 on 11 almost every time we get the ball.
Yeah.
Ian is over the ball. Ian
That
drops
was a
it
good
to Derek.
drop pass.
Derek looking for a seam to Ben.
That was a good drop
Ben's
pass.
over the ball. Ben trying to make
hold
a
him,
move.
hold him.
He gets
There
it
we
back
go.
to the middle to Braden, and Braden sends it in. Ben is back over the ball to the middle to Hudson. Hudson drops it to Braden.
Go to
Braden
the corner, not down the middle.
back to Ben with a header.
Better. Now don't let him out. Pin him against the sideline. Use the sideline as another defender.
Ian, frustration shot there. Liam is going to chest it to control. Good patience by Liam to go wide to Michael. Carthage is able to clear it far out. Michael's going to go for a quick throw in. We got 7 minutes left in the second half. The score is 7-1 Carthage. Our lone goal came on a steal by Michael in the midfield, who's able to carry it 1-on-1 or 1-on-4 really, all the way downfield to take a shot on goal. Derek steps up. Braden steps in with a sloppy tackle there. He's probably going to get a card for that. Nope, no card given. Free kick for Carthage. They send it into the box. Liam with a header. Straight up in the air, though. Carthage is able to settle it down. He's working.
Get a man up, guys.
Braden steps in and gets the steal. Ethan sends it forward to Corbin. Corbin makes the turn. Corbin sends it forward to Bo.
Oh, if he'd have got it over to this side.
Ben Schumacher steps up, leaves it for Ian. Ian on the ball. Hudson steps in. Again, I see that action. I beg for a drop there when I see those turns happen. Corbin looking for, like right there, it feels like there's a drop happening.
Yeah,
and
Braden's right there.
Yeah.
If he just calls for it.
Yeah, we gotta communicate a little better on our drops. We gotta ask for those, and then we just gotta trust our teammates. And then on Braden's side, if he's getting that drop, he needs to control it and look to make a pass rather than just blasting it. Because that, if you feel like a drop turns into a lost possession, you're less likely to be willing to make that drop. All right, the score is 7-1. We got 5 minutes left in this game. College Heights is doing a better job of winning the ball. We're still a little bit lacking on connecting passes like that situation there.
You can see a little bit of sluggishness on our part now.
Yeah.
And we'll make good hard runs, but in the meantime, we're not getting back into the proper position, or we're walking back.
Ball to the middle of the field. Carthage with a big header all the way back to the 40. Carthage in the middle is able to get it forward. Still onside. Sends it back to the middle for an open shot. And that's a goal. That was a good cross. Oh, they're going to call offside.
Yeah, I thought he might be.
Late call there of offside. Let's take a look back at that. Forward. Still onside. Sends it back to the middle for an open shot. And that's a goal. It was close, and we'll take close calls right now.
Yeah.
7-1 Carthage. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Adam wins the ball and sends it forward. Bo gives chase. Zach is going to follow. Carthage with the drop to the through, to the wide, and sends it. Ben Thomas is calling for the ball and will stay in the box to receive it. Adam looking to get position. Adam gets the ball, sends it forward. Bo's going to take a run and lowers his shoulder to take that player out. Ref says, get up, stop complaining.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a foul.
Good through ball, but he's
Yeah,
off.
He's clearly off. Yeah.
Good etiquette by Carthage not to take that shot. I probably would have taken that.
Well, they got 7. If
Yeah.
it had been all the way around, you for sure would have taken it.
Yeah.
We got some rain coming in.
Yeah, it does look like it.
Over
Is it
there,
over
for
there
sure.
already? Yeah. Yeah, they were calling for rain tonight. It's held off so far. Hudson over the ball. Corbin possessing. Corbin makes the turn. Get it back to him. Ethan, clears the ball. I know Coach Yant wants possession soccer. That's what he's trying for. The challenge for him is going to be how he can get these guys to learn how to play that. And, we can see it on this video. That's one of the values of doing this video. They could leave this game going, man, we just got clobbered 7-1. But with the video replay, they can hopefully see where their opportunities were to change this game.
Well, and I think a great thing would be to compare the first 15, 20 minutes of the game
Yes.
to other parts of the game. Because that's the best I've seen us look all year.
Yeah.
In the first 15, 20 minutes. And it was a struggle for them to score. When did they get that first goal? About what time was that?
I didn't write that down, Coach, but I'm guessing it was 20 minutes in.
Yeah, something like that. So, you play 20 minutes of scoreless soccer
Good
against
ball up
this
to
team.
Bo. Bo looks to make a turn. Again, we need to present there for a drop.
Yeah.
We got to have a guy open up to be able to be a drop. It at least forces that defender to stay back to honor that as opposed to getting triple teamed. Bo with the throw in to Zach. Michael comes back for the ball, sends it across to Hudson. Hudson was too heavy on the touch.
Too heavy. We've seen that a couple of times, several times, more than a couple, where just the touch is just a little too heavy.
Yeah. You see that open space in front of you, and you feel like you can make that first touch the touch to space. And you really got to control it with the first touch and then work to space. Carthage takes a shot on goal. Ben Thomas with some good etiquette there, helping him up. That will be a goal kick for Carthage. Oh, I'm sorry. That is the game. That's going to be the game.
That's the game.
7-1. Carthage pulls off the victory.
A little bit better than last year.
Yeah, we did get a goal. Hopefully we can take some learning lessons away from this game. And we have a long weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. So the boys will get plenty of time to analyze their gameplay and come back strong. Let's take a look, Coach, at their upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they play McDonald County at McDonald County. And then they don't play another game that week and wait until the following Tuesday at Fort Scott. And then Thursday is their next home game, will be against Greenwood on the September 15th. And then the following Tuesday at New Covenant Academy. And back-to-back games, they'll play, the 20th of Wednesday at Cassville. And then Friday at Webb.
I'd be very surprised if there's a Wednesday game.
Maybe that, okay, so the 19th must be the Monday. So at New Covenant on Monday, at Cassville Tuesday, and then Thursday at Webb.
Right, yeah.
And then we'll move into our Greenwood Classic Tournament. And then we have I apologize, Webb City is a home game also. So we'll go Webb City home, Greenwood Tournament, Aurora, Cassville home. So we're front-loaded on some away games, but then we get several home games coming up. It looks like we got some warm-up by the JV. They got a big squad out there warming up.
Yeah, they've got a lot of players. They've got a lot of players.
We got 9 minutes on the clock for the JV game. We're going to try to hustle down and get a word with Coach Yant. We will postpone. We'll go to a mute here, but we will still be broadcasting, and we will come back live when we find Coach.
So it was a tough one today, Coach.
It absolutely was.
So I noticed, though, that especially the first 15, 20 minutes of that game, we looked pretty good. In fact, I think maybe the best we've looked this year.
I would say so too. We had a couple of opportunities up top. We even had some speed over them. A couple breakaways that could have been.
Yeah. Well, I do think that's one of the strengths of the team is your speed. You got it pretty much in every position, and you made that work for you tonight, at least in the early part of the game.
Early part of the game. That's right.
Well, what would you take out of this game? What do you think we're going to have to work on by next week?
Definitely settling again. I mean, there are way too many opportunities where we're receiving a ball and we just let it go through our legs. I mean, it sounds like something simple, but I mean, it's killing us. So trapping the ball, movement off the ball, spacing. What are you going to do if the ball comes to you is the mentality that I try to get the guys into. Like, yesterday we had practice where they had a 3-touch restriction, and I was trying to emphasize where am I going next, and it was working. I half-heartedly joked that we were going to have a touch restriction at the beginning of this game, and I didn't go along with it, but might have done something.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, having that anticipation of receiving the ball and already knowing where your help is and where your outlets are is critical for that, especially for ball position, which I know you want.
Yep, just more of that, just trying to get them to think quicker. So, but as far as movement goes, I mean, Carthage is a good team. They're fast too. I mean, I didn't see a slow person on their team. Just speeding things up, speed of play.
Do you think the size of the field affected it any better? I mean, it's 120 yards. A little bit longer than what we practice on.
I mean, it should open up more passing opportunities for us. So, we are used to a little bit tighter field, though, so that might have something to do with it. Just not used to playing as many trail balls or utilizing our wing players. So.
Okay. Well, all right, Coach. Good luck, and we'll catch you next week, I guess. All right.
All right, folks, we are back. A little out of breath. We hustled down to get that quick interview with Coach Jant. Hopefully it came through. I realized I left my hotspot up here in the booth, so hopefully we had a good enough reception to communicate with Coach Jant. We are getting ready to start the JV game. There's 35 minutes on the clock. We are in a similar formation. It looks like we might be in a we might be back in the 3-2-3-2.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Started. Ian's on the ball. Ben Schumacher is playing midfield. And it looks like Adam Stanton and Ian Edwards will be the strikers. Stephen Calandra on the left, playing left wing. Noah Haley on the right, playing right wing. We have Roman as the defensive mid on the left and Max as the defensive mid on the right. Across the back, we have Derek Bowman on the left back, Bennett playing center back, and Austin playing right back. And Bo Sitton is in the goal for us tonight.
Good example of what you were just talking about. Carthage just did 2 trail passes in a row.
Yeah, good, really good patience by them to understand what a back pass creates as an opportunity. Carthage gets the steal and has an open look, sends it across, and that's an early goal for the JV. Some unmarked numbers coming through the middle there, and we just weren't able to get over top. Let's take a look back at that play. Carthage gets the steal and has an open look, sends it across, and that's an early goal for the JV. Back to action. Adam drops to Ben. Ben back to Adam in the middle. Adam tries to turn quickly. Bennett controls and is looking for space. I'd like to see Bennett just send that wide to his left back right away. Noah gets back. Throw in for Carthage. Score is 1-0. Ben looks to make a through ball, but looks like he got a bad touch on it. Noah was making the run. Ian steps in. Good through ball again. They got a center run that's going to come up to it. Bo does a nice job stepping up to win that ball with his hands. Feet first and then his hands. Bo with a big free goal punt all the way down past midfield.
Yeah, keeps that, put a little more end on it. That could have been an opportunity to run onto.
Mm-hmm. Max steps up and wins the challenge to the middle of Adam. Adam with a quick touch, just a little off target. Carthage steps in and challenges and sends it high. Derek out wide to Steven. Steven looking to make a move.
Yep, still needed to look back. They had 2 guys in a back pass position that he could have gone to.
Yeah, just making that simple read. Adam with a run down the line, advanced down the line for another throw-in. That was a nice little interview we got with Coach Jant, kind of reflecting on the things we were talking about up here. I feel like he's on the same page as us with where the concerns and where the opportunities are.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice for these JV boys. A lot of them are getting, you look out at this JV squad, and almost all of them had some varsity time in that game. A nice play by Carthage and goal 2. Just didn't get anyone over top of that as a challenge. Carthage was able to send that in for a nice goal. Had some varsity time in that game. A nice play by Carthage. And that quickly moves the score to 2-0. Did we just get a lightning delay?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we did. Because they're clearing the field.
All right, guys. If the lightning delay is what I think it is, and a 30-minute delay, we may have to end the live stream. I tell you what, let's go ahead and the Carthage team is clearing the bench. Let's wait just another minute to see what the reaction is, but I think we'll probably just.
We're currently in a lightning delay.
The players are concerned to be on the field, but the fans are content to sit on the aluminum bleachers.
Interesting footnote. Coach Jacob Osborne for Carthage, been their coach for a long time. Went to College Heights.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, that's very cool.
Elementary school.
Yeah, he's been the coach for, I believe this is his 14th year as the coach at Carthage.
Yeah.
Do you know, does he have a brother named Jared Osborne?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe so. And he had a couple of cousins, Nathan and I kept trying to remember who. Nathan had our 800-meter record for middle school for a little while.
Does Jared Osborne send a kid to College Heights?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Jared, I know him by name only from church because he wears a name tag because he's a greeter, and he shares that's the name of my brother-in-law also. So that's an easy one to remember. Shout out to both Jared Osbornes, if you guys are watching. All right, so since we're on a 30-minute delay, everyone, the players are leaving the field. We're going to go ahead and bring down the live stream, but it's going to stay open to reconnect after the break. So if you guys want to check back in 30 minutes, if we get cleared to play, we will come back live. If we get an answer that we're done for the night, we'll come back live to announce that, so you don't need to wait. Hey guys, welcome back. We are just getting ready to reset after the lightning delay. We have 30 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock for the JV game. The score is 2-0 Carthage. I'm here with Coach Lewis, Mr. Lewis, the secondary principal, helping me with color commentary today. And we should be getting ready to start in just a second, and we are ready to go. Ben Schumacher with the ball, with the pass. Max drops it to Bennett. Carthage steps in for the steal. Carthage on the run, and it goes out of bounds on the goal line for a goal kick for... is Bo in the goal still? It looks like we're...
Yes, it's Bo.
We have everyone that was... Ben Thomas is out at left wing. That may be the only change we have so far. Bo with a big kick up the middle to Ian, trying to touch it back to Ben Schumacher. Ian looking to possess, make that turn. Back to Roman. Roman sends it back into the middle. Or I'm sorry, that's
Austin.
That's Austin. Sends it back into the middle. Carthage with the ball in the middle of the field. Adams going to go pressure. Little double team there. Space in the middle of the field. Ben Schumacher receives it. He's looking for a pass. He's going to go ahead and drop it back to Bennett. Bennett swings it wide to Derek. Derek tries to step one touch. Just let him receive that and make the pass rather than trying to one touch that.
Yeah, that's where his teammates need to talk to him and tell him how much time he has.
Right, yeah, you got time. You got time. Ben Schumacher comes up to try to get position. I'd like to see him use his body a little bit more effectively there to win that ball. Roman steps in, back to the middle of the field. Good drop by Carthage. Ian's going to step in. Ian's going to run after it. Carthage gets possession back, and
Nice overlapping run by Carthage.
ref says it's out of bounds. Throw in for College Heights. I keep wanting to say Carl Junction for some reason.
When their midfielder makes that overlapping run, our midfielder's not following him. I mean, not going with him. Shouldn't follow him anyway.
Where should he go? Should he sink middle?
He needs to be running down the sideline with him,
On the sideline.
but on the inside.
Yeah, both side.
Right. But
Derek clears.
but first of all, we're not even going. But the few times that we do go, we're trailing him, and that's not going to do us any good at all.
Yeah. Throw in for Carthage. Noah pressuring the ball. Carthage gets some space to the top of the box. Derek steps in with his left.
Another example of guy passed in, and then they were able to pass it right back to him.
Bo with good feet, but we can't get it cleared. Another shot on goal. Goes near side, out of bounds. Goal kick for College Heights. That was a pretty substantial threat by Carthage down in the box.
Very dangerous.
Bo sends it forward. Carthage gets a heavy touch to Derek, but Derek also mishits, and it will be a throw-in for Carthage. Derek just needs to settle that ball first and then make a play. He's trying to one touch each time. Carthage with a little space. Oh, that's an open goal, and that's going to be a goal. Yep.
Settled it for him right in the middle of the field.
Let's take a look back at that on replay. With a little space. Oh, that's an open goal. That makes the score 3-0.
That's what we were talking about during the lightning break about attacking the player at the point of the trap. And that's exactly what Carthage did. We had the ball, we were trapping the ball, but it was right at the point of the trap that we lost control.
Yeah. Carthage steps in. Austin looking to challenge. Ball off of Noah. I can't tell who that is. Is that Max? I guess that was Max that did the header.
I believe it was.
Adam looking to clear wide. Nice ball over to Noah. Noah looking to send it forward to Ian. Ian controls it down. Ben Schumacher's in the middle of the field if you can get it to him. Ian needs to look for a drop.
Yep, we need to be, and somebody needs to be moving into the drop position.
Right. A good ball across the middle of the
Yes, it
field
was up and gave it away to Carthage.
to, I think that was Zach. I'm having trouble telling the difference between Ben and Zach. They're both wearing orange shoes.
Yeah, that's Zach.
Ball in the middle of the top of the box for Carthage.
Uh-oh.
A shot on goal. Bo gets his
Good
hand
stop.
on it and keeps
Good
it in.
stop.
Good save by Bo. We have 25 minutes left in the JV game. We're playing 1/2 tonight. Big punt for Bo, causing some trouble. Ian's trying to get on top of it. Ian challenging. Noah's going to cover. Adam steps in, tries to receive it. Austin steps forward. A through ball for Carthage. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds. And a throw in for College Heights. That punt created a immediate opportunity. It would have been nice to see if we could have had a little play there, but definitely a nice punt by Bo to create some trouble.
With that one kick, we were able to get the ball to half field, which coming out from defense to midfield to half field, we've maybe done twice so far in the game.
Yeah. Ball in the middle of the field. Roman is going to send it forward. Ben Schumacher and Ian on the chase. They send it all the way back to the goalie. Goalie can't use his hands, so Ben Schumacher's going to pressure. Zach's over on the corner or the sideline trying to win it.
We should have had another player up there pressuring that second pass.
Yeah. Yeah, marking the players, marking the open players is a little bit of a confusion right now for us. Carthage does a good job of moving the ball, and if you're used to just having to play the guy that has the ball, that quick movement can really throw you off. Zach gets a win back to the middle, but Carthage is able to take control. Looks like it's going to create an opportunity. Looked like he might have been off, but they're going to let it play.
Yeah, they didn't call it.
Bo gets over to gather the ball in. Bo's asking for everyone to get back so he can launch another punt. Let's see if Ian and Ben can win this ball this time.
1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,000, almost 5 seconds
Wow.
in the air. You can cover a lot of ground in 5 seconds.
Yeah. Roman steps in, looks for the middle. Ben Schumacher needs to chase.
We need to be over here on 23.
Yeah, someone needs to mark the open pass.
Two guys followed the ball there.
Pass forward.
And we have two guys. One of them should be going to the middle at that point.
Bo's able to receive it into the box. Bo with a big punt. That's going to be an opportunity if Ben
It's
will
over.
chase. Adams chasing on the sideline. And it goes out of bounds. I believe it will be College Heights ball.
Yeah.
If we can get a quick throw in. The ball boys have left after the...
Yeah. Usually you don't have them for JV games. Because usually it's JV players.
Oh, yeah. Adam sends it into Ben, who sends it back to Adam.
Pretty
Adam
good cross. Pretty good cross.
Good cross into the box. You know, that's when we like to see that send ball, when you're in the box.
Yeah, when you can send it horizontally, and the keeper doesn't have much shot at that ball.
Yeah. Austin's going to try to play. Nice feet trying to... Austin with a nice win.
Yeah. But
Looking to make a drop there.
good thing you did. You see the midfielder doing that overlapping run, and nobody was with him.
Yep. Yeah, we were in trouble if he didn't win that ball. That was 2-on-1, and Austin was able to win. We got some subs coming in the game. Ben Thomas subbing in for Zach, and Bennett is subbing back in for, is that Steven?
I think it was Steven, yes.
I didn't even realize Steven was in the game. It's a little bit hard to see who's who.
Yeah, it is.
Carthage getting ready to do a throw-in. There's 20 minutes left in the game. Carthage is leading 3-0.
And see, we're manned up here pretty well, but nobody has the thrower. So they could easily go right back to the thrower at this position,
Okay,
which is what they did.
yeah.
So, I mean, we marked up with the guys out on the field, but we left the guy off the field unmarked.
Carthage controlling the ball. Looks to send it in.
Clear, clear. There we
Ben
go.
Thomas
Ooh.
clears it. Ben Schumacher's got to be a little more aggressive there.
Yeah.
Adam steps in. Carthage back with possession in the middle of the field. Patient drop. 1-2 to a through ball. It's all the way to the corner, still in. Austin challenging. Austin's able to win the challenge up to Noah, but Carthage wins it back. Now we're in the box.
Ooh.
At the top of the box, shot goes over the goal.
Sliding the box is always a little dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when they're not in a shooting position where
Yes,
when you're not saving a goal and you're risking a penalty
Okay.
kick.
Well, how many shots on goal are there? How many go in? And then a PK is over 80% chance of a goal.
Yeah. Bo's been really good on the punts. He's not quite as good on off the ground on his goal kick. I don't know what that call is. What's
Offside. Offside call.
Oh, okay. The center ref put his hands on his hips. Is that the
Yeah, actually that is an offside.
okay?
Yeah.
Derek with a touch. I like to see Derek making a touch there instead of previously he was trying to one touch it. He that time
Yeah.
brought it in and then made a pass.
That was better, much better.
Ben Thomas sinking back to be on defense. Carthage over the ball in the corner of the box. Sent to the middle of the field. Nobody's there. Sets up for a shot. Max gets in front. Adam comes up. A lot of room. If Adam can win the ball, he's pressuring.
Stay physical.
Ben Thomas steps up. Roman sends it high in the air for Ben. Bennett wins it down. Bennett's got to pass right to his side. He needs to take that pass rather than trying to send it upfield.
Yeah. Go up, move up, move up.
Bo sends it way up.
Yeah.
Carthage settles there for the header. "17 minutes left in the JV game. Carthage leading 3-0. They'll get the ball at the top of the box. Derek steps in. Good challenge by Bennett.
Yeah.
Bennett looking for some space to pass.
Somebody needs to be moving open for him.
He sends it wide to Ian. They
There
got
we
an
go.
opportunity. Ben Schumacher's running the middle of the field. Ian goes to Ben, but just a little bit too far ahead. Carthage patiently sends it wide. Good steal by Adam. Adam's looking forward for Ben.
Nice
Ben
pass.
able and gives it back to him. Just not enough on it. Got to give that with a little more authority so Adam can get it to his feet. Carthage looking to send it in again. It's a foot race. Austin's there in coverage.
Standing on the top of the 18.
And Bo's able to bring that in. Shot on goal for Carthage, but Bo is right there. Bo again encouraging his forwards to get back as he's going to launch one. Let's see if
Wow.
Ben Schumacher can run this down.
That was the best
If you
fun
can
of
get
the
a
night.
touch, you can get a goal. Can't get a touch.
Yeah, that was the best punt of the night there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That changes the field in a hurry.
Went all the way.
Adam using
To
his
the
body to
18.
get position. Roman with his left foot sends it into the stands.
Somebody needs to take the thrower.
Roman with a good steal
Yes,
to
that was
Ben.
nice.
Ben looking for a pass over to
Somebody
Ben
should
Thomas.
Cut flag. Cut.
Ben Thomas gets tripped, and they're going to ask for a foul and a free kick right there. Bennett Thomas is over the free kick. Derek's also there.
At this point, with Bennett all the way out on the sideline, Derek should be in the center of the field right now.
Right, you got to make
that. Kid
that.
is completely unguarded on the 50.
Ben with a good ball into Ben Schumacher. Ben looking to pass it back to Adam. Adam sends it wide to Bennett Thomas, but he can't get over there to keep it in bounds. I'd like to see a little bit better spacing. Ball into the middle. That can be dangerous if we can get a foot on it. Switch in the field. Carthage sends it wide, looking for the 1-2. Austin steps in and gets a touch. Roman winning the ball. Ben in the middle of the field. Ben looking for a pass wide to Ben Thomas. Ben Thomas looking for a one-touch back to Ben Schumacher. Carthage over the ball.
Good defense. He didn't let him turn.
And that'll be a throw-in for College Heights. Ben Thomas looking to make a pass forward to Ben Schumacher. Carthage wins the header.
Quick touch.
Roman steps in again, but now he's free.
Yeah.
Open space at the top of the box. Looking for the shot on goal. He's
Called him offsides.
Oh, they got an offsides call. Okay. I did not see that offside, but I will take it.
We'll take it. It was close.
Let's see if we can look back at that.
Yeah.
Open.
We can clearly get it behind their defense. But we need to
Bo with a big kick. That's the best ball off the ground he's had. Ian's up there for it, but can't control it.
Yeah. But that's where the opportunities are going to come from.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice seeing Bo on that goal kick. It's that may become a role for him. Just watching this in the JV game, Bo's done a nice job of creating some opportunities for us. We got 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the JV game. The score is 3-0 Carthage. Bo with another free kick. He patiently sends it to Bennett. Bennett needs to send it wide. Bennett's working to get over the ball. Gives it to Derek. Lost the space, though, in the meantime. Bennett over the ball again.
Yeah. It's a foul.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bennett just receive that and send it to his wide. All right, free kick for Carthage. Got the top of the box stacked. Sends in a floating ball to the top, causing some trouble. Carthage trying to get possession of it. Just outrunning us right now. Roman steps in and is able to challenge. Adam pressure in the drop. And they send the ball back to the middle of the field where a lot of open space. Adam's got a long way to run to get back. Austin steps up. Austin keeps it in. He's trying to fight for it 2-on-1. Max is there. Back to the middle of the field. Adam gives chase. Shot on goal. Bo's there to secure it. Let's see if Bo can switch it real quick. We got Ben and Ian up there. Bo's going to let everyone get back. Bo boots it up. Let's see if Ben can be aggressive enough to win that. Ben Schumacher's got to be more aggressive with that ball in the air to get position.
Yeah, a little flick on that would definitely create some opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be content to let the other team get the ball just because they have position first. That's why headers are so effective, because you can take away a position. They call the ball out of bounds. That's going to be a free kick for a throw-in for College Heights. We have 10 minutes left on the clock. Score is 3-0 Carthage. Ben Thomas sends it back to the goalie on a throw-in. Can the goalie use his hands?
No,
Since it was possessed by...
correct. Yeah, they cannot throw it back to his hands.
All right, Carthage with the ball at the top of the box. Bennett sends it forward, and Adam got caught up with it. Bennett was making a little run there. A little miss hit by Carthage to see if we can take advantage. Noah comes over to pressure. Carthage turns and sends it to the left corner, and that's out of bounds. College Heights with the throw-in. Nine minutes left. Austin looking for someone to throw it into. Carthage with the header. Ben steps up. Carthage drops the ball. Sends it wide. To their mid. To the drop. Back to the middle. Back, turn to the goal. Back to the drop.
Good steal.
Ben Schumacher's got a little room. Sends it forward to Max. Carthage is able to knock him off the ball and send it wide down the line. Nice ball back to the middle. Good steal by College Heights. I'm not sure who that was. I think that's Ian, actually. Adam gets a flick. Could cause some trouble if Roman can get up to it. Roman over the ball. Pressuring. Carthage drops it. Ben Schumacher got caught sleeping. Throw in for College Heights.
Bounce our way.
Ben Thomas looking to possess, looking to cross. Carthage switches the field quickly to the middle. They're on. It's one-on-one. Bo gets a foot on it, and can he keep it out?
Kept it out, I think. Well,
Bo with the save.
Yep, that was a nice save.
Bo's going to do a quick punt, see if we can take advantage of that tired Carthage team. Ben Thomas trying to win possession.
Back pass. Oh, nobody's there.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to play our roles and get to our drops. Ben Schumacher steps in. Carthage possesses. We'll have to spend some time learning what a 3-2-3-2 does, because I think that is the natural weakness of the 3-2 is that your drops are in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm. You don't have an outside drop.
Yeah, you don't have an outside drop unless you're going to bring your left back all the way forward, and then you've kind of given up your back line. But you can still drop to your defensive mid. It's just they're going to be in a little bit different position. But we got to know where that position is. Adam sends it forward. Ben gets a header. Ben Schumacher needs to challenge to win that ball, get a body on him. Carthage sends it all the way back to the goalie. He's at the top of the box.
Ben Thomas needs to be up here to see they're shutting off those passes, but not that one.
Yeah.
So they did a lot of hard work, but one person was still left open.
Ian steps in and wins,
nice
looks
steal.
for the through ball.
That's a nice steal.
Carthage sends it through. Bo's there. He's able to gather it. Let's see if our forwards can get a touch on the ball. Bo with a big kick.
So,
A little mishit there, though.
yeah.
Carthage with the full line rotation. I think they're bringing 5 guys in. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the JV game. Like we said from the varsity game, there's so much learning that can be accomplished through rewatching this game. Hopefully they can take advantage of that and really take a step in the right direction for their next game. Carthage possessing again, through ball. College Heights has the throw in. Good throw in by Austin to Adam. Adam punts it up in the air.
Time to
Let's
run
see
through.
if Ben Schumacher can be physical, can get over it.
Carthage had a nice header there.
Ben Thomas looking to challenge and get possession. Nice drop for Roman. Roman sends it in, but nobody's there. Like to see a weighted pass there that someone can run under. Steven is going to check back in for Noah. 3 minutes left on the clock.
Should have one short in case they go short here, which they did. Now we should move to, once we get them on the offensive third, we let them out too easily. We really need to tighten up when we get them offensive third, take away those short passes from them.
Ball sent in. He's still onside. Derek's going to try to get back. Derek with a nice challenge. Shot on goal, but Bo's there to gather it in.
It's a nice save. It's a nice save.
Our forwards are all the way up and ready. Bo with a big punt. Max gets a chest.
He had no idea where it was.
Steven forward to Ben Schumacher.
Oh, yeah, yep.
They're going to give him a foul there.
Yep.
And that's 35 yards out, a little too far to make anything happen. So we'll see maybe a send in. Be nice to get a nice ball in here. Maybe we can get a header for a goal to finish off the game. Under 2 minutes left. It looks like Ian's going to be taking that free kick.
And in this position, our guys ought to make a little arc instead of running straight across, because it's very difficult coming straight across your body. If you make a little arc, then you're coming back towards the ball. It makes it a little simpler to make contact with the ball that way.
Carthage is able to get it to midfield pretty easy, but Roman steals it.
Nice
Adam
touch,
sends it forward
nice
to
touch.
Ben Thomas. Ben Schumacher's waiting for it. Just couldn't quite get enough of a touch on that to send it up
Don't
to
let
him.
him out. Don't let him out.
Good
There we go,
challenge.
there we go,
Thomas
there we go.
has the ball. Adam's going to step in for it. Back to Thomas. Little miscommunication. Ben Schumacher sends it into the top of the box.
Challenge that right there.
Adam with a header back to Carthage. Roman with a header back into the middle. Adam with a header. And Max uses his chest. Steven wins it down. Some space at the top for Max. Max goes to take a shot. Deflected to Steven. Goalie gets over top of it. We're 40 seconds left in the match.
A little bit of an opportunity there.
Roman's there for the punt. Roman challenging. Under 30 seconds left in the game. Carthage has another chance to run. Derek's able to knock it out of bounds.
And you noticed how long we kept it on the offensive third then. And now it's over the hump, back on our defensive third. But that was the longest probably time of the game that we had on that offensive third. But once it gets down there, if you keep pushing up, it's easier to keep it down there.
All right, that's the final horn. Final score, Carthage 3, College Heights 0 in the JV game. like we said, Coach, that's a learning game for us. We didn't expect to come in and beat Carthage, but hopefully the boys can take some lessons away from this game that they can carry forward the rest of the season.
And the JV team, they gave up those early goals, but the last half of that game, they held them scoreless, so that's not bad.
Yeah, to your point earlier, Coach, Bo was really changing the field each time we had a goal kick or a punt.
Yeah.
And it was giving us some opportunities up top.
And a couple of nice saves he had, too.
Let's look back at the schedule one last time before we sign off. Again, next Tuesday we'll be at McDonald County. And then the following Tuesday at Fort Scott. Thursday, a home game versus Greenwood. And then we go with a busy week. Monday at New Covenant. Tuesday at Cassville. And then Thursday, home versus Webb City. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. A little weather delay in the middle there, but nice to get out and play some soccer. Coach Lewis, thanks for joining me tonight. Appreciate all your insight and help.
It was fun.
We're